Alexa, play Freebird.
Mm. USA, USA,
USA,
USA.
USA,
Hey.
let's go.
Mm.
Uh, that was like craziest amount of hockey I've watched like in a while. I'll say that much.
Dude, we've been on this, dude. Like all this time, we needed best on best to be back.
Oh, facts, facts.
This was the greatest experience of my life, honestly.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Absolute cinema.
It could not get better, even if you tried.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Hockey in the 313 podcast. I'm Keegan, joined by Zach and Hunter. Believe this is episode 26. There was technically another last episode. We did record one before the Olympic
Mhm.
break. However, I got sick, and that definitely screwed me over. I was hoping to get it out by that, I think Wednesday or whatever, and then I just got completely sick. And another last episode in the book, so I think that's like total of 3 or 4 now.
It's
So-
so out of date. Like half the players got traded already.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah, a lot has happened with the games, whatever. Yeah.
But definitely got a lot to talk about. Kind of glad we have a lot to talk about too, so it gives us a little
Mhm.
bit more to kind of discuss. So definitely want to discuss men's and women's Olympic hockey. For sure, probably the biggest topic right now, and then just Red Wings stuff too, just like trade deadline, kind of remaining schedule, and then just kind of any other stuff that we bring up. So why not just go right into it? Olympic hockey, both men's and women's hockey for the USA have won gold. So congratulations to them for both men's and women's. Obviously, a huge accomplishment for USA hockey in general. Definitely gonna set the trend for years to come, especially with
Mhm.
youth hockey and not only Michigan but just around the U.S. as well. So, really, really big moment I think for the U.S. in general. So,
Oh yeah, it's a really great moment for our country. Like to think where hockey has come. Obviously we had the Miracle on Ice, and it's been 46 years, which I think it's been. You know, like you don't think about it as it being a while, but now it is, and like just to think where we've come with American players. Austin Matthews and Jack Eichel, Quinn Hughes, and Jack Hughes as well. Well, the Hughes brothers, all in all, but like we're the development for hockey in this country. It's come a long way, and I'm really glad to see it come to fruition. And this also goes to women's hockey as well, just all out.
absolutely. And I will say too, the last time that the Olympics happened for the Winter Olympics, guess who was on the Olympic roster for the U.S.? Take a gander. Played for the Red Wings.
Well, Kane, right?
Daniel Alfredson?
No. Justin Abelkader went to, I forgot where the Olympics
Oh,
were held that
God.
year, but he was
In Sochi.
in Sochi, yeah.
Oh,
He was playing in the Olympics in Sochi for U.S.
by the way, like
Came
that
a long
was
way.
that year got me into like TJ Oshie. That shootout made me into
Oh, not
make
Sochi.
me
No, it was
oh
the year that we had the actual Olympics
oh
again. It was like the COVID year where
oh
I
yeah,
forgot where
2022. It was like in
2022.
PNG, or no, it was in
P-
Beijing.
Beijing, yep.
Hmm.
So Justin Abelkader was on that team, but yeah, I mean the best on best with NHL players, TJ Oshie definitely comes to mind on that. But um,
I
yeah,
didn't even like watch those Olympics. I just remember like Slavkovsky like making a big name for his
hmm
draft year, obviously for Slovakia.
all I remember is Finland won it, and then
Hmm.
U.S. and Canada both got knocked out pretty early on, and then
I
You mean
Slavkovsky.
Slav Gretzky?
Eh,
He definitely still added. I mean, that legacy kind of still continues a little bit.
Yeah,
For
no
sure.
kidding.
he's probably gonna be the greatest Olympic player unless McDavid goes at it again, which he probably will.
Oh yeah, he won't end there, but
Hmm.
let's get right into it with the women's hockey. Um, excuse me. Oh, and we got a little visitor.
Where did you come from? I thought I got you out of here. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
No, no, no. You're all good. We love the little
Good.
cat visitors.
hmm
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's start with the women's hockey. So right from the get-go, in my mind, it was always going to be U.S. versus Canada in for women's hockey, and women's hockey looked really great. I thought they had their moments where, they had no, they looked really great, but the U.S. just dominant on all forces, not only offensively but just defensively too. And I think part of that too is the construction of the roster. You look at Canada, Canada's roster, it's almost like a boys' club a little bit, where it's like
hmm
Yeah.
where everybody's a
It,
lot
it, it,
older. It's the same people that have made the team, and the U.S. a lot younger, a lot faster. You have definitely some veteran people
A lot of
like
college kids.
lot of college, a lot of
hmm
like younger pro players, but their main leader Hillary Knight, sorry, probably arguably the greatest in my mind, one of the greatest U.S. hockey born players to
Oh,
ever play.
she's easily the GOAT. Like
Oh,
she got the record I think for most
she did.
points.
So
Or
she tied it and then she beat it
yeah,
with the goal. But
was it international points or like just Olympic? I forgot
I
that,
think
but
international and
mm
Olympic, so I think it was both. But
hmm
um, huge for obviously her and just obviously women's hockey in general too. But U.S. was just on another level that whole tournament. Every opponent they played, they just dominated. And then Canada, yeah, they looked really good, but I think obviously Philippe Poulin, am I mispronouncing that? Philippe
No, Marie Philippe Poulin.
Philippe-
Yeah.
Marine Philippe Poulin.
yeah.
She got hurt early on, so she
Mhm.
missed a little bit of time, and I don't know if that was lingering or not during the Olympics or not, but um, it definitely showed the impact that she had on that team offensively,
hmm
and it rightfully so right into the finals, U.S. versus Canada. Canada, I think they scored on a shorthanded goal when U.S. was on the power play, so it was 1-0 for the longest time. Very very fast paced game. Very everybody kind of tightened up a little bit. U.S. They definitely pulled the goalie early. I remember that, and
I think like 2 minutes ish
mhm,
around there.
Edwards, she shoots the puck from the point, and what a sweet goal and tip by
hmm
Hillary Knight to one break the point or the goals and the points for women's hockey, but two, to, a crucial moment to get that game tied and get it right to overtime. But if I mean, she still has it, and big reason why she's one of the greatest U.S. hockey-born players in my opinion. Um, but a big story too is Edwards. Like her performance, she's still in
hmm
college, which is even more crazy to think. She was both used on forward and defense, which I think is a cool usage of a player, which shows her skill and what she can be in the PWHL here soon. So really big props to her. I thought it was a really cool story.
Yeah, and the Kelsey's also flew her family over.
And I
hmm
sponsored her pretty much to get her over there too, which I
Cause
thought was really
yeah,
cool.
I think she was from where the Kelseys are, like Cleveland
Ohio.
Heights. Yeah, is that what they
Was it
said? Like that area. Yeah.
wasn't she like also she looked up to Hillary Knight for
Yeah,
most of her
which is
life,
even
and
crazy, where it's
then
like
she's
I
sitting
saw
there
a
as
the
photo.
a
picture.
line mate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
That's
like
I
she
thought that
went
was
she
cool.
went from idolizing her to being on a line with her, or even and they all came in clutch. I feel like every person on that team stepped up when needed to be, whether it was the goalies, whether it was the
Mm.
offense or the defense. It was a great game, and then we get to overtime. Megan Keller, with probably one of the dirtiest dangles I have seen in a game,
hmm
walks to the defenseman, backhand shot trickles in, golden goal for women's hockey.
hmm
That that deep,
Rock star shit.
yeah,
hmm
absolute rock star. Like
I just had a feeling that she was gonna score because I like once she made that move, like and just get that shot off,
I
like I knew that was gonna go in.
I saw the move and I was hoping to God that she scored on it, because
Yeah.
like the way she absolutely just walked a defenseman in that was hilarious. with how good it was. Like it was kind of funny, like how she walked her, but at the same time, like it was cool, really cool to see. And I thought, like, in my opinion, like that's got to be like, if it's on Sportsnet or whatever, it has to be like top three,
Mm-hmm.
100%. But the great moment for the U.S. For women's hockey. Absolutely loved that. They, as dominant as they were, they came to play and they won. So really was kind of sad to see Canada. For a lot of those players, maybe that's their last opportunity. Like Poulin, it's probably her last Olympics for sure. She's getting up there in age, but uh, the biggest thing with Canada is they their group was just a lot older. They got tired and they couldn't keep up with the youth and just U.S.
It always seems like Team Canada is always so mismanaged. Like you look at the World Juniors and then
Yeah.
the women's side of the Olympics. It's just you had so many different options you could have used. So many younger, better, more skilled, forwards and defenders out there. But you always go back to Old Reliable. Well, congratulations, Old Reliable is older and continues to keep getting older.
By the
Like,
way,
And there's nothing bad about
It's
that.
just-
Like,
Yeah.
especially
No,
for
there
the women's
isn't.
hockey.
But like, I don't know. It's just like the old
it can only
the
get you
old
so far.
mentality. The old mentality of like you said, almost like it's like a
boys' club.
where it's,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just it doesn't
Keep the
work.
gang together and see how
Yeah.
it goes, pretty
Mhm.
much.
by the way, didn't they like barely make any lineup changes after getting swept in the rivalry series as well? Like
Hmm.
they
From
got
what I
votes,
heard,
yeah.
it's basically the same lines, minus maybe like one or two people.
Mm.
Like Team USA, and maybe I'm glazing a little bit. From what everyone has said and from what I've seen, there has never been a roster constructed like this in Olympic history, at least on the women's side.
It's
Like, the
incredible.
goal
I
dif-
love it.
The goal differential was 33 to 2 with 3 shutouts. That's insane. That's
That's some,
absolutely insane.
That's some IU football type shit right there. Sorry,
That
I had to
is-
throw that in.
That is EA NHL numbers. That is Be a Pro easy mode numbers.
And credit to a lot of these players are coming from the U.S. program or college, so it's and they get the opportunity to play pro too, so they're playing all year too. So it's not like they're not playing all year either. So I think that's what's improved hockey the most is these girls are going to college. Obviously they're playing for their teams, and not to mention they get a chance to go pro, which is awesome because the PWHL absolutely kicks rocks. Like, granted, I would love a team in Detroit. I really hope that happens sooner or later.
Mhm.
But the way that they're trending, especially with just the Olympics in general, every women's hockey game was exciting to watch, in my opinion. And like, I think that's gonna grow the PWHL like extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to every single PWHL game that has come to Little Caesars Arena. It is one of my favorite events to go to. The tickets are cheap, and the hockey's physical. It's just fun to watch. And
Minus the hitting,
everyone's
obviously,
fr-
but
There's some
Well,
hitting.
dude,
I think.
they bang out there. They do pretty good out there. The one I think I've seen a couple roughing penalties at least at the last game.
Oh, yeah.
Boston and Seattle fucking hated each other. It was a really really good game.
just evident.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But yeah, I think they'll probably get a team in the South first, which annoys me because I feel like
Texas or
Detroit
Houston.
is
They actually
maybe
did
Florida
good numbers, I
or
think.
something.
Well, for Dallas, they took
Yeah.
over.
But
I love
I know-
Detroit.
I know Detroit is screaming for one, and it's not like we don't have like ice arenas just all over the state that they could use. I think it'd be phenomenal, not only to grow the game in Michigan. I mean, you'd have a UCHL team and two OHL teams, a PWHL team, a AHL team, and an NHL team, all in one state.
The real state of hockey.
spread out.
Mhm.
Dude, there's five Olympians from Michigan, and 4 of them were on a line for the gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the golden goal for the men's team. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, I was
but-
about to say we'll get
and
into
then-
that later.
Yeah.
And then Megan Keller
Mm-hmm.
just
Oh.
absolutely deking the shit out of her. Where is she from?
Hey,
She's from
there-
Michigan.
Yeah,
There's something in the water in Farmington, I tell you.
There's something going on. I swear.
hmm
but amazing accomplishment, and I really can't wait to see kind of how this translates, one, to the PWHL, but two, just in general for women's hockey too. I think this is going to bring so much momentum for anybody who wants to start playing hockey, but also for the people who are coming out of college too to go pro too. So I think it's really exciting to see the direction, and I think it's only up from here, to be honest.
Yeah.
think-
Oh, sorry.
No. You're good. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. Like Keegan was saying, I feel like I need to watch more PWHL. Like, I throw it on once in a while, but like, I know the games are mostly free on YouTube or whatever.
It's
and
great hockey,
Yeah.
though. I will say,
It's
I've popped it on and watched it. I'm like, this is really good.
hmm And there's also college too that I want to get into. Like, I think the tournament's coming up, and I remember that
Frozen Four, yep.
Yeah, that was pretty electrical when Wisconsin got the game-winning goal. I think it was Kirsten Sims, who I think is also from Michigan. Like, she scored the game-winning goal. But yeah, and I feel like I might also do a little bit more PWHL prospect contact, maybe like a draft list. Maybe I just gotta watch more like prospects or
You
whoever's
should.
available.
Like I said, it's really great hockey.
It's a little weird because like there's some people overseas, and like there's leagues in Sweden, and like they're I think 26 years old or whatever. But either way, like yeah, I definitely want to get into more hockey through that way, and kind of branch out too. But
Oh, absolutely. And
yeah, I just really like this tournament. Yeah, and
absolutely.
it's hockey. Yeah.
All right, let's get.
who is your favorite player of like women's side of the Olympics?
Caroline Harvey easily. Like, I feel like
She was the
she's
MVP, right?
yeah, she was. Like, I feel like she's like a Lane Hudson type, of, like just greater. Like Bobby Orr, yeah. I think that's a perfect comparison. Just the way, like, she gets the puck or moves the puck while through the offensive zone and just finds reads through the slot and like make these playmaking or these chances for US. And like she was tied with points with 9, I think, in the tournament as a defenseman. And
Yeah.
like obviously she's gonna go number 1 in the PWHL, and like I think she's gonna be like transcend women's hockey as well. I kind of tweeted that, but like yeah, she's like that good. And I also want to shout out Erin Frankel. I think they call her the Green Monster because
Yep.
Boston Fleet. Yeah.
Mhm.
What did she save like 90 out of 92 shots or whatever?
Yep.
Or it's like
I think
more maybe.
I think it was
But,
like
something
97 out of
insane.
99. So
I just know she had like a 980 save percentage, and she was just rock solid the entire tournament.
Absolutely.
yeah.
U.S. goaltending. How
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah, I have to go with Erin Frankel as well. 3 shutouts, like 980 save percentage, like probably under 1 goals against average. I'm
Like impressive.
most-
Like impressive.
You could say that probably the competition that they faced wasn't necessarily the most impressive, but I mean, she stopped everything that was in front of her, -1, and the only other one she didn't save was against Canada. So, and then once they actually, needed her to, actually step up, or not step up, but, actually, be a goaltender, she stood on her head. I'd see some of the saves she made that game were absolutely just off the wall, stand on your
I
head.
was like, I don't know
Canada-
how she's saving it.
Canada
Yeah.
had some good chances, I think, from Poulin and Stacy. Like in the final, I remember in overtime there were some drives. I think Fillier also had some good shots on her as well, as I remember. But yeah.
All right, so I got 2 players. Hillary Knight, for obvious reasons, like she's been probably the biggest USA hockey person. What that comes to mind, and just in general for USA hockey, I think she's in my mind top 3
She's
or
kinda
top
like
2.
the pillar.
No, I think she's the go in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I've
think
known women's hockey since like early 2010s. So
In
like,
my
yeah.
opinion, it's Patrick Kane and Hillary Knight for USA hockey. That
Oh yeah.
the 2 goats of
Okay.
USA
They're like
hockey.
the 2 pillars or
Oh, yeah.
cornerstones, whatever you want to call them.
In my opinion, like if you're looking number one, I think they're tied for how impactful they've been. Also, congratulations to Hirsch because she got engaged too. So congratulations to her
awesome,
on
yeah.
that. And then I've been following her for a little bit. She got drafted first overall to the Frost or the Minnesota Frost. Taylor Heisey. Really just love her game, her playmaking.
I kind of
Obviously.
wish there was a little more on the score sheet from her. I didn't like pay too much attention, but yeah, Heisey's still an exciting player too. Like I remember in that the Frost playoff run.
Oh yeah,
Like,
she was
impactful.
killer on the Frost playoff runs. So
Mhm.
obviously like kind of biased towards that because like there weren't a lot of teams. So I'm just like
Mhm.
you know what, I'm just gonna go Frost. Like
Yeah.
that's like
Also, like just quickly, I never knew Hillary Knight was from like Idaho. Like I just think that's
I
kind of
thought she
weird.
was in
Like,
Indiana or
I think it was Idaho. Like, did she say like Idaho Falls? Is she from? Or
Cool.
I think that's where family was watching the games or whatever.
I think it was
I
in
mean-
Indiana.
Oh, was it?
I think it was Indiana.
Oh, I thought Idaho Falls or.
1 second. I
Mm.
have the roster and where they're from. She is from Idaho. No, you're right. Sun
Mm.
Valley, Idaho.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That
My
is
bad.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
Just the corn-fed American, no
Yeah.
big deal.
anyway, once again, congratulations to the women's hockey team. Major accomplishment, not only for just the program in general, but just women's hockey and the country in general. I felt like that was a very, very big moment. Now let's get to the men's. Arguably, probably, best on best in the entire world. We've been waiting so long for best on best, and it did not disappoint. Maybe minus Italy, but other than that,
I think it was.
Are you
You know,
sure?
there's some close games.
no,
Uh,
Italy made it
like,
close.
sure?
I'm just joking
Yeah.
because like Italy, they always come up short, pun intended, because they're short.
Uh,
Dude.
uh,
Ah, God, I'm drawing a blank. What's the goalie's name? What's the
Uh,
Clara.
goalie's name?
Damian
Clara.
Clara.
Yep.
Clara.
Anaheim Ducks draft
That
pick.
dude
Mhm.
is a fucking stud. I don't care what you say. If they call him up just because of his Olympic performance alone, like I have no words. He's got like a 921 save percentage and like a 6 goals against average.
Mhm. I've
Like
always
the
been
dude
like,
is
yeah. Sorry, I've always been like keeping tabs with him because I remember he was like I think the first Italian drafted since
First
like
Italian.
Luca Spiza,
Mm-hmm.
Vegas
like
legend.
like actual genuine Italian, not like a
Yeah.
Robbie Fabry or
Genuine
Adam
Italian
Fantilli.
from.
Yeah.
hmm
But
I meant to like
Italia.
watch some SHL games, but I just noticed his
His play is
stats
dipped.
wise, yeah. But the Olympics, he was just rock solid. Like holy shit, you know.
I think he was
Like-
I think he averaged like 40 shots a night or something every game.
Insane.
That's just absolutely insane to see him performing like that. I did watch a couple of Italy games, and he's out there standing on his head for 60 minutes a night, or getting injured standing on his head, but then he's back in the next game.
Right,
it's
like
just-
nothing ever happened.
De Staal, Clara. Ugh.
He was anyway.
Makes me a little uneasy.
Anyway, best on best was back. They had their divisions and seeding, so Slovakia had a bye. U.S., Canada, and Finland both all got bye week or bye games. Czechia and Denmark played. Switzerland and Italy played. Germany and France played, and Sweden and Latvia played. So Czechia, Denmark. I can't remember if that was a close game or not. I think didn't that go to overtime or was it?
I think Czechia handled that.
Yeah, it was like what 6 or 5-2 or something like that. Like pretty.
Yeah, I think somewhere near there.
Yeah, but obviously, Nate is proving that he doesn't need McKinnon, and Pasta, obviously, with his scoring touch being the leader that he is for Czechia.
He just felt like the MVP overall. Like
Mhm.
I also like watched him at the Worlds. I think 2 years ago when Czechia won that, and yeah, he was really dominant there.
He was, and then Switzerland and Italy. Italy got mopped. And credit to them, they did put up a lot of good fights. They almost upset. I forgot who they almost upset. I think it was Sweden. They almost upset Sweden. And like,
They had Sweden sweating for a second.
yeah, like
Yeah.
sweating. I think that was the 60.
It was
the
like
60
2 goals.
shot game.
I think it was like 2 goals on like 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's insane. Like,
yeah, it was wild.
it was
Apparently,
ins-
like that was Switzerland's like best team like ever, I guess.
Uh,
I mean, you had Hischer. Their development's been a little bit weird because they used to have a U20 league. Now it's U21, and they were what you would call it? They were dropped down a level in the U18s. But
didn't they? When did Fiala get injured? Was that in
that was the Canada game.
the
'Cause
Canada?
Tom Wilson hit.
Yep. So Fiala was out for that, and they still won. So obviously sucks. Yeah, obviously Fiala got hurt, but good for
can we
us.
shout out? Can we shout out the Finland versus Italy game where it finished 11-0?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Well,
Anytime Italy played, I'm like, yeah, they might be cooked.
that was when I watched Clara, and I'm like, damn, okay,
mhm.
But
dude's literally on an island out here.
Didn't he get pulled one game because he kind of got hurt, or was that the?
yeah, that was the Sweden
I
game.
think
Yeah.
that was the yeah.
It was a Sweden game.
Mhm.
You've suffered enough, sweet child.
Moving on to Germany and France. Germany took care of France. Pierre Elmar Bolfar said that it would be his last, probably his last ever hockey game. I can't
Mm.
pronounce names.
Belmare,
Belmar.
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 Belmare.
I'm sorry.
I'm bad at
Okay,
pronouncing things. I'm highly dyslexic, probably.
I gotta lock in.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Avs legend.
And if we're looking at what,
yeah.
Mhm.
but it was his last, run at hockey in the Olympics, and you can see he was very emotional after the game. So hell of a career for him.
That kind of sucks because France is gonna host the next one.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
he said he wanted to do it for his family. He didn't want to move around his
Yeah.
kids and whatnot, which is 1,000% understandable. If you're doing it for families, you can't.
Maybe
can't go wrong
maybe he
with
can
that.
come back as a coach or something.
I-
You know,
I would name him head
we'll see
coach.
then. Mhm.
But if we're talking
We'll
Germany,
see what he
if we're-
does.
if we're looking at Red Wings players, Seider played the most minutes out of the entire Olympics for defensemen.
There's a fork in the
Rocksteady.
kitchen. Type statement.
But yeah, he looked really solid. Maybe obviously the points weren't there, but you wouldn't really expect too much from a defenseman. But he was a big contributor for Germany the whole tournament.
I just didn't want him to get hurt because
Yeah.
he's like literally our heart and soul, our like lifeline on our defense right now.
Oh yeah.
But it's just exciting to see that. And his dad, I think, was with Larkin's
Yep.
dad as well in the
Swe-
stands. Yeah.
And then Sweden and Latvia. Sweden took care of Latvia. Can't remember the score of that game. It was a while back, but so the matchups then became Czechia, Canada, Switzerland versus Finland, Slovakia versus Germany. Finland and Switzerland, didn't that I think that one went to overtime. That was a pretty
Yeah.
There were 3 overtimes.
3 overtimes, which is insane. to think about.
Switzerland, they had a 2-0 lead, and I just thought it was over for the Finns. But then all of a sudden they scored 3 consecutive goals towards the end. That was like I think big on Aho. He started that.
I found something really funny is I think they were trying to get Paul Maurice to be the head coach instead of the guy that they
was
have now.
Oh yeah,
so
I saw
funny.
that.
Well, I think it's
Yeah,
just
it was
because they
so
don't
funny.
like the guy that they have for international play. I think they don't respect him, and they're done with the playing style that they had to play. So,
Don't get me started on the Swedish head coach as well.
oh yeah.
That was crazy.
If we want to move, I'm moving right to the U.S. versus Sweden game. Some really questionable moves. Obviously, Hedman was hurt, but
didn't they
not
have Rasmus? Didn't they have Rasmus Dahlin sitting on the bench in overtime?
They had
Darlene and
Brad-
and
Like
Brad.
till
glued to the
third.
bench.
Yep,
till the third, yeah, and like all of a sudden he just came out.
insane.
What the hell were they doing?
I will say in that game, Dylan Larkin started
He
scoring
was,
some
baby.
goals.
Yeah.
That goal,
Yeah.
Hey,
oh,
our star shined in that game.
exactly, and the overtime goal by Quinn Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute.
Nails.
Wasn't even a snipe, but
Cinema.
just a.
Nails.
That was such a
Mhm.
cool goal, and I mean I got to watch it live too, so it was
Yeah.
even better.
Everything leading up to it. The dude was already out there for a shift. They go for
He's
a
like,
line
"I'm
change.
staying out
He
there."
basically says, "I'm fucking
Mhm.
staying, dude." And he goes out there and rings one off. What was
The post,
post or crossbar?
crossbar. No, post.
Nails.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. Nails.
Little ping action.
Yeah.
Little ping. As soon as you
Little
hear that, you're like,
I just didn't want to lose that game because like I knew we would be made fun of by like
Yeah,
Canada
by
or
Canada.
other fans as well.
Well, that was gonna be
Like-
happen regardless if we lost. So.
Yeah,
yeah.
but by that though, that would suck.
Yeah.
But, thank God we found a way to win. And
Absolutely. The only problem I had during that game is that the U.S. kind of let up a little bit, which
Yeah,
was
we
kind of
parked
a
the bus.
recurring
Mhm.
issue.
They do the same thing. They get a goal and then they just, they turtle. They just,
Yeah,
park
park the bus.
Try park the bus. They park the bus and just try to hold on. And there's another game that it seemed like they did it in, and we'll talk about that in a sec. But
If we're talking about Sweden too, Lucas Raymond had 9 points through X amount of games and was tied with McDavid at one point.
Yeah,
Insane, and he's getting his props now. Like I think people are looking at him a lot differently now. It's like, oh, he did it on an international stage like that.
people outside of Detroit have finally realized that the point per game player is a point per game player.
Like,
he's beyond a point per game
He
player.
was
I
huge.
know.
He was absolutely huge for Sweden in so many ways. Just offensively, he made a lot of the plays happen, and I
That
think
pass to Zibanejad, by the way, like I
Was
hated that
gross.
happening because I'm rooting for US, but like
yeah, that was
was
that
nasty.
was
Gross.
classic, classic Raymond right there.
Nasty.
Mhm.
If we're moving to Slovakia and Germany, Slovakia continues their little run.
Mhm.
They beat Germany pretty decently. Draisaitl didn't look great in that game.
He was like arguing with his teammates as well. I
Yeah,
saw at one
I
point.
saw that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I some character issues. I don't know, man.
Bridesmaid.
Oh,
I
God.
forgot about that. That was a hilarious quote. I love
Mhm.
how after like when the U.S. won,
They
they
posted
posted it on their
The
podcasting.
yeah. Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious. But Slovakia, man, like the Kako showed up.
Dvorsky as well.
Dvorsky,
Taco was huge. Dvorsky? Yeah.
and obviously Slavkovsky, like
Mhm.
Slav Gretzky or whatever it was, or
Yeah.
Slav Gretzky. The more I watch Slavkovsky, and it's like,
where is this
Watching
during the
him watch-
NHL?
even in the
He was-
NHL, I watch him and I'm still thorough. I think he's going to be a monster next year.
Yeah.
He's doing all right. I think he's like, what, like just
Pretty
below
decent
a
this
point
year.
per- I think he's
He
like
was
just
on a
below
tear,
a point per
though.
game.
Yeah.
He was on
well,
an absolute tear. I have him on 2 fantasy teams.
He
And
kind of starts slow,
so-
then I think he went on a
Picked it
huge
up,
tear
yeah.
recently.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He's
I
living
think
up
he's
to
gonna-
to where he got picked. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he's going to be a
Yeah.
monster power forward next year. I really, really do.
I remember in that draft, like, I wouldn't say like he had any like superstar abilities or whatever, like to be first overall and like his skating or whatever. That's what kind of held me back a little bit from like convincing me to be a first overall pick. But like he's just been that, like you said, that power forward kind of and that sniper as well. Like, obviously what he did at the Olympics, and I think
You
once
see-
he hits his prime, he's gonna get like more of a better player.
It
And
always seems
for-
like he's coming
very
in
helpful.
clutch too. Because it
Yeah.
always seems like whenever Montreal's down, he scores a big goal.
Mhm.
Always.
or Caulfield or Caulfield.
Or Caulfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caulfield.
um,
And also quickly for Slovakia, Samuel Olave too was like he was just so incredible.
mhm.
Like I think he was in the ECHL, and like he's been stopping
He
all
showed
these
it.
shots. Hmm.
A lot of these guys, it could boost their chances of getting a contract somewhere too. So I think that's really
Yeah.
cool too. But let's move on to a big game: Canada versus Czechia. This is the game that kind of made me realize Canada might have some flaws, and it definitely showed. I forgot what it was, but I think I can't remember who scored first, but all I know is it went to overtime. Canada scored. It got I think it was super lucky. Marner like got so lucky on the break and
That was not luck. That was diabolical.
yeah,
That
well,
was
he just walked
David
everybody.
Golifiver. He walked everyone and put it far
Dude,
side
that
over
was
Sheilon's
shades of
shoulder.
that goal. That was shades of that goal he had against Sweden in the Four Nations.
I
That
remember.
That's what I felt like when he
gross.
just took over. Mhm.
Also, if we're talking about Canada, that first line of Macklin Celebrini, Connor
Vic Mac
McDavid,
line,
Nathan
I think.
McKinnon, holy shit! I was scared shitless to play that
Mhm.
line.
Nightmare fuel.
Also,
Absolute nightmare fuel.
Celebrini doing what he's been doing as a 19-year-old.
Mhm.
19. He has that Crosby level game, man. Like he has that Crosby level impact. He's doing things Sid the Kid is doing, and he's
Mhm.
carrying San Jose. So San Jose, they got like an absolute stud. Like he's
Dude,
so
he's just so incredible. Yeah, and like his
He's
two-way
absolutely
game as
unaffected
well.
by a sophomore slump. The dude is
Mhm.
above a point per game, and he's being
He's
compared
gotten
to
better.
Sidney Crosby. I wouldn't be shocked if he has a C on his shoulder within the next 2 years.
I think they name him next year. I think
They gotta.
they have
They
to.
could. They
He's
can.
the future. With how good he
gonna
is,
make- Dude's gonna make 15 million.
Mhm.
Right
the
out
way
of
he's
the
playing,
EC.
they
Yep.
buy high, right?
Yeah. Buy low.
um, and then moving on to the semifinals, Canada versus Finland. Another game that made me feel really off about Canada. Finland, however, choked it. They were up 2-0, blew that lead. McKinnon
Once
got
again-
so lucky on that last goal, but at
Fuck the
Saros,
Bucks again.
I forgot who said it in our group chat, but we have a one of our buddies. He's a Predators fan, and he's like, once Saros lets one in, the floodgates start happening. He
Mhm.
was so right about that.
Yeah.
It just kept letting in soft ones and,
I
and
watched-
McKinnon.
I watched a lot of people after that game really, really, really nervous about Canada's defense.
Yeah,
They-
like the
I-
defensive deployment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more worried about Canada's depth at that point because obviously Crosby got hurt again. No, it was
Yeah.
against Czechia. Crosby got hurt.
Yep.
Mhm. Gudis.
Suzuki did not look good.
And then he got that tip.
Yeah, he
Then
got that tip.
tip.
Which someone one of my Canadian buddies said like man, Suzuki's looked horrible, and he's like, I take that back.
Never mind.
Never
Never
mind, I take
mind,
that
yeah.
back. But he, in my opinion, he didn't have a great tournament. He had his moments, but like he just wasn't high of an impact for me. And for me, I felt like their depth was a big problem because when you have one dominant line, you're not really breaking up anything. Like, what
Once
can you
get
do?
past that top six, it doesn't seem like any of them were really doing anything other than that.
100%.
And other than Cale Makar, it didn't seem like many of the defenders were
Doughty
you know,
didn't really play
being
great.
able.
Mm-hmm.
Doughty needs a fucking walker. Honestly,
He is.
I'm pretty
Unfortunately.
sure I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in the lost episode. I looked at that roster and I am like, where the fuck is Chikrin? Why is Chikrin
Yeah.
not on here?
That
Why
really
is
surprised
Schaefer
me.
Not an injury? Why is Schaefer not an injury reserve? Why?
I kind of.
Why is?
Well, I remember I remember in an interview his dad like wanted to take things slow with Schaefer. Like, you know, he just
Rightfully
got drafted
so.
first overall.
Rightfully
and
so.
They didn't want to like overdo the kid. Like, it's understandable. You know, he's like still
Imagine being so-
18. but,
Imagine
like,
being
he's
so
breaking
young that you're.
records.
Imagine being so young that your parents say you can't go to the Olympics. They just straight up
Yeah.
say no, you can't go on that field trip.
I mean, like, he's gonna be like 22 for the next
Oh,
one.
he's-
Like, he's
Oh,
gonna.
he'll
gonna
be
be
he'll be
yeah.
fine.
He'll be-
And
he'll be
honestly,
fine.
he's such a stud. I love his personality. I love him as a player. I love
Yeah.
him as a human. Like he is
Mhm.
everything you want in a
Mhm.
player.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Canada definitely made some choices. Not saying the U.S. didn't, too,
Mhm.
but it did lead
Eh.
the U.S. to win gold, so we can't really complain. But if we're going into that, Slovakia versus U.S. U.S. did
Dealt
not
to
play
ass.
down to their competition. They
Mhm.
put
Thank
dealt
God.
to ass.
And I thought that was our best game of the tournament.
And Larkin opened the scoring. Absolute
Mhm.
snipe by D-Boss off the rush.
I wish that
Anytime he
could happen
scores a
for
goal,
us.
anytime he scores a goal, he looks like a 10-year-old. He looks like the happiest man on the planet, and it's
As he should be.
He does that
It's-
Selly.
He does that.
Like,
I know. He's just
he's
so
that
hyped
excited.
with
Yeah.
he's so hyped about every goal he scores. It's just it's so it gives me life. It's so invigorating. It's so nice. Before we get too far, I would like to shout out Edward's Traumax.
Trial marks, yeah.
Traumax.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids, yep,
legend.
for Latvia.
Latvia.
TV.
Okay, honestly, I was thinking of who the fuck
Who the
is
fuck
Tingus?
is
Tingus,
Tingus?
Tingus,
Tingus?
I've never heard of fucking Latvia.
I've never heard of fucking Latvia. But yeah, he had a decent showing at the Olympic roster too. I feel like it'd be a disservice to him to not mention.
Oh yeah,
him.
he's
So,
been
Yeah.
really killer in Grand Rapids too. So
yeah.
And another shout out to Albert Schmitz for Latvia as well. Draft eligible again, defenseman. Like he didn't have a Slavkovsky run, but I mean he was in limited minutes, and I thought he was like a solid defenseman. He did all the little things right, but I'm debating about whether to put him as my number 1D right now for this draft class, but I'd say it's
Ooh.
close. He's up there. He's kind of fun to watch. He's a little bit of a Lev Shinov, Brent Burns type, like in Liga. He kind of cooled off offensively, but yeah, I need to watch more of him because I want to make a draft profile of him later.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
There you go.
then
I'm
the
done
gold
deviating.
medal game, everything on the line, and
I wanted to puke. I was so
I-
Oh God!
I woke up early for this game, and in
I-
Canada too, they had a national order to sell beer at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Our
I missed
our
the
local
first period, but
our local brewery was thinking about opening the doors at 7:30. They never did, but you know. So I woke up like 7:50. Get out of bed, crank open a Celsius, and lay on the couch and
That's exactly how I was. I woke up.
feel like I'm gonna puke for about 20 minutes.
I was
However,
so scared.
It
yeah.
worked out in our. It was very, very fast paced. Wilson lays out Larkin. I am scared shitless.
I cannot believe he got up from that. Like you
He's
can
like-
tell by you
his
can tell
head,
the body language by that.
Yeah.
He like looks up and he's like, "Oh shit."
Granted,
And then he
thankfully he's okay.
He's gonna play
That looked
tomorrow.
like
Thank God.
That looked like a rag doll. That looked like
Yeah, but Wilson was bringing his A game for this game. He didn't play during Four Nations, and not to mention too in this game, Crosby was very questionable, and they put Bennett in, which definitely screws him down the line. However, if you don't have me and my dad were talking about it. If you don't have a Sidney Crosby on your roster, Mr. Canada, like I feel like
you
you're
need
not.
something.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna help you. Because it's like, I mean, you look at the caliber of Crosby, but also just like what he does for that team. He is quite literally the Canadian icon. Like he is.
Crosby said himself that he didn't feel like he could slot into lineup and be useful. So instead of taking up a spot,
Yeah.
you know, he'd rather give it to someone who could actually skate. Which you could love the guy or hate him.
It's
I
captain
my
move.
my opinion on Crosby has softened over the years. I've absolutely despised him from a Red Wings
Especially in his
standpoint.
younger heydays. Too.
Yeah. Crybaby
But as a-
Crosby, I remember.
Yeah. But as a
Yeah.
fan of the game and actually like kind of paying attention to him now and watching what he does, he's like the ideal captain.
Do you want
He-
do you want my take
he-
on this? I
Sure.
I think when it's all said and done, he is top 3 all time best players. In my
He's
opinion,
gotta-
he is
Yes.
in my opinion top 3 of like maybe even like all time too. Like 100%. He's
He's
number
the Mount
one. Like
Rushmore of the NHL.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is 100% Mount Rushmore of the NHL. 1010%.
Has he ever
And they-
had like a year where he was below a point per game? Just
Nope.
like,
I don't think so.
and at
And
I think
they've
they-
got
38,
some
he's still
shitty
rolling.
teams.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he it just sucks for Canada because like if they had him, it probably would have been a different game in my opinion, like totally different game. But
Mm-hmm.
Boldy with the sickest goal,
Splits the D.
splits the D,
Rockstar
flips the
shit.
puck up, knocks it
Mhm.
down, dekes
Yeah.
Binnington. Like I'm like, holy shit! Like I was freaking out.
Absolutely rails to the top defenseman in the league, Devon Toews
And pairing,
Cale
not to
Makar,
mention, too.
made him look
Mm-hmm.
absolutely fucking stupid.
Yeah,
And-
Taves was
and
kind of
beats
brutal that
Binnington.
game. I remember he had
Yeah.
a turnover too, like later in the
It was
I think second period.
brutal, but
Mhm.
bit. I said it to myself is the U.S. in order to win this game, they needed to strike first. They did that. However, the second and third period, in one of Hunter's posts, just survive, just survive.
Exactly.
It was
As
it
soon
was
as they scored that goal, I already knew it was going to happen. They're going to park the bus and they are going to just
Mm-hmm.
hold the fuck on for dear life.
hold the line, hold the line, hold the
I was
line.
hoping, and it's not like they weren't getting shot opportunities off. They did great during the first period, and then Team Canada finally realized, oh wait, we have McKinnon and Macklin Celebrini and
Connor
McDavid on a line, and then they just absolutely poured it on.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
even doing so, we to like every three of their shots, we get one off, and it'd be a quality scoring chance. Like I think we had a double doink off, post crossbar
Yep.
out.
Yeah,
It was
I think
Quinn Hughes.
Boldy or
It was
Yeah.
Quinn
yeah,
Hughes.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So it's
But-
not like we weren't getting opportunities, but we
No,
were.
it was Favors, I think.
Yeah,
it was
it was
it was
favor.
favor. It was
Yeah,
favor.
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
I thought
favor.
that went in for a second with
Yeah.
the way it looked.
So did I. So did I.
I think it hit a guy and then it hit the post.
Yep.
In front. Yeah.
But
But-
it got really scary. Not to mention there was a 5-on-3,
Mhm.
and that scared me shitless because they're putting McKinnon, Crosby, or not McKinnon.
literally the most lethal power play ever conceived by man
Mhm.
on the ice versus Dylan Larkin and Quinn Hughes and some other defender.
I will say this:
I was
Larkin.
scared shitless.
Larkin was the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest reason why that 5-on-3 they did not score. Not to mention Hellebuck
And how yeah.
standing on business.
There
But
was like I really liked how we were positioned too. Like shout out hockey psychology. We were like I think in a triangle and we basically kind of forced everything to the perimeter, to the boards, and that was
Clog
really
up the mi-
beneficial. Yeah, getting sticks
Clog
in the
up-
lanes. Mm-hmm.
Clog up the middle, get sticks in the lane, keep the high danger scoring chances out, keep it to the perimeter.
We played that perfectly. I felt like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we did the whole tournament. We went 18 for 18.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And to credit where credit is due, I was skeptical at Vincent Trocheck being picked,
Mhm.
I was
the
gonna
beginning.
say,
but man, had that pick look phenomenal.
Yeah, I watched this. I looked at his stat. He was like perfect on his like something. He was perfect in like the defensive zone or something
Defensive
like that.
rating or
Well, I meant a face-offs, like in the defensive zone, I think, or
it was
like on his
face-offs.
forehand. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I meant. Yeah,
they were instances where they just put Vincent Trocheck on the ice to win the face-off, and then they tell
you
him to
just
get the
get
fuck off
off.
the ice and get someone off.
yeah,
It was, I think, face-offs won. It was Dylan Larkin at like 69%.
Yep.
And then
All in
second
the
on
entire
list,
Olympics, he led everybody in the Olympics for face-offs.
69%, and then
Nice.
a couple percentage points down, like 2 or 3, Vincent Trocheck.
Which also shows
I
how
will
dominant
admit-
Dylan
Mhm.
Larkin's been in the face-off
Yeah.
circle.
wish you could do
I will
that
ad-
more for our team.
I, w-
Oh,
I
yeah.
will admit, well, if they'd stop kicking him out of the fucking face-off circle every time,
That too, yeah.
I do not understand that. But I will say, Bill Guerin, imagine that the NHL GM knows how to do NHL GM things. I will admit, I
Skeptical.
don't know. I don't know ball, I guess.
Mhm.
But I will
And
say
Vincent Trocheck was a good pick, and even to a minor extent, JT Miller.
yeah, I was about to say
Hey, I called that the unk line, and they were really good
Brock
defensively.
Nelson,
I felt like
JT Miller.
Yeah.
yeah.
You think Brock Nelson like fears for his life when he walks into the Colorado Avalanche like dressing room?
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh,
like,
he
Nathan
probably
McKinnon's
will.
just sitting there
He's gonna
staring
stare
at him
daggers
eating
at him.
kale.
Mhm. eating chickpea pasta.
I feel
That-
bad for the stuffed animal they gave him because I
Yeah.
know about 5 minutes afterwards it ended up in a fucking
I
trash
will
can
talk-
somewhere.
McKinnon's facial expression on that. Oh my god.
I was gonna
He's
talk
like,
about
"What
that
the hell
later,
is this?"
but he's like, "What the fuck is this?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck off." I will say
This
too
is
for the
what I
women's,
get.
Nurse was pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
She was so pissed.
Yeah.
You could see it when she got her medal. She's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill somebody."
I'm gonna spike this shit.
Yeah.
But granted, it's some memorabilia, but you could tell they're like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, but
Like, dog, read the room. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
but
You can airmail this. Just send it to me like a week later when
Yeah.
I'm not like seething. And
I'm
staring
surprised
at the
nobody
back of
chucked it
everyone's
into the
head.
stands.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think a little bit later, I think right after the 5-on-3, or some type of PK, Makar scores really good goal. Can't really
I-
say
There's
anything
nothing
I
about
knew
that
that
that.
you
was
could
gonna-
do about that.
I knew that was gonna go in, like the way he moved. It was like a pick play. He had
As
he
soon
had
as
all
I saw
net,
him,
all open net right there. Hellbook.
Yeah,
as soon as
I-
I
he
saw
wasn't
him
gonna
move
say
to the
that.
side, as
I'm
soon
like,
as
it's
I
over.
saw him wind up for that, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would miss that, but
So, really important information going to the third period. Sam Bennett takes a really, really bad high stick and call on Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes gets his teeth knocked out, which leads to a 4-minute power play. They don't do anything. Jack Hughes gets a high stick and call on Bo Horvat, 2-minute penalty. Fearing for my life because that's like 2 minutes left in the game. We get to overtime, 3-on-3, probably the most controversial
Wait.
thing.
Sorry. Before there was that too many men.
Yep. But
I thought
Yeah.
that wasn't a penalty, but then I
They
saw
were
him
changing,
play the
though.
puck. Yeah, but he did
I-
play the puck. I thought. And
he didn't play the puck.
Really?
Quinn Hughes did.
I thought he-
Quinn Hughes did.
Yeah, I thought he
Quinn
touched
Hughes
the puck
did.
there.
Played the puck and then got
Mhm.
off the ice. I don't know how that didn't get called.
Yeah.
Like, the high sticks were high sticks. There's no question
Mhm.
about that. I don't know why I see people bitching and moaning about those. Those are 100% penalties. That one, that should have been a 2-minute minor. And I
Yeah,
get that. I
admittedly.
understand I understand the refs are probably trying to, just take a back seat and let the game play out. But that was fucking egregious.
Well,
That was
there was I don't know if you remember, but the Czechia game there were 6 players that
There
were
were
on the
6
ice
players
when they
Yeah,
scored.
yeah.
There was 6 players in
Oh
the
my
celebration
God.
How do you miss that?
circle.
Yeah,
How do you miss
exactly.
that? Everyone missed that. All of us missed that. It literally
I
happened
missed
like
it.
right after overtime. They're like, "Hey, there were 6 dudes on the ice for that goal."
We fucked up.
I think they had NHL refs, right, or something.
No, I think it was
heard-
a mix of
Oh.
European and
What was it? Wes McCauley and
It
Kevin
was,
Rooney? Or
Yeah,
something? Or
I think he was
yeah.
there.
yeah, for the final game, anyways.
Mhm.
anyway. Scared shitless for this overtime
Mhm.
because you have to go up against Celebrini, McDavid, Makar, you name it. Scared shitless. Oh, not to mention, we forgot to mention Connor Hellebuck with the save.
Oh yeah, and Taves.
Hey, Braden Holtby. Braden
Aiden
Holtby.
Hill as well.
Hey, Braden
The
Holtby.
save
We
flew so under the radar that we just thought that Devon
Mm-hmm.
Taves just absolutely blatantly missed the net. No,
No,
he didn't.
McKinnon too. McKinnon missing the net too.
Oh yeah. Oh my
I
god.
forgot
don't
about
worry,
that too.
don't-
Yeah.
Don't worry. 99 out of 100 times he'll make that shot. Not this
But-
time.
That is the save. I have not seen a save like that since Braden Holtby in the finals in
Mhm.
2018. That is on par with the greatest save of all time.
It's Miracle
put-
on Ice 2.0.
It literally is.
Mhm.
But
You couldn't have wrote a better movie.
no miracles needed this time.
Mhm.
Connor Hellebuck standing on business in overtime gets the or Jack. All right, let's put this into preface. Who was on the ice?
Before you start this though, I gotta give Hellebuck more props because he faced McDavid 1-on-1 and then Celebrini
Brini
1-on-1
1-on-1.
and he and he came
Stopped
up
them.
big on both of them. And both those times, I'm like, it's over. It's so
Yeah.
Yep.
over.
I saw the
honestly-
McDavid one. I'm like,
Mhm.
that's it. That's game.
That's it. We're done.
And then he over stick handled. Then I
Yep.
I listened on the 32 Thoughts podcast. Like Salobrini was gonna go to that spot where like the goalies don't plant their foot usually or whatever, and Hellbuck was
That's
there to
smart.
stop it still.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, overtime. Sorry.
Anyway, overtime, scared shitless.
Mm-hmm.
Connor Hellebuck makes the save. Jack Hughes gets. Oh no, let me preface who was on the ice. Connor Hellebuck, Jack Hughes, Dylan Larkin, Zach Werenski, all Michigan natives, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Hughes is able to somehow get the puck out. Kale McCarr misses
I
the
think
back
he
check.
Yeah, I think he
Does not
intercepted
back
a
check.
pass
Yeah.
off of
Intercepted a
someone.
pass.
Kale
Uh,
McCarr
a-
and McDavid. Yeah.
After McCarr.
Yep.
McCarr is late to the back check. Zach Werenski goes in. Dylan Larkin pretty much he almost fakes the pass. It's like I don't know if you guys saw, but it looks like he touched it, but he didn't. And Binnington bought it. Zach Werenski right to Jack Hughes. Binnington 5-hole open,
Mhm.
wide
Zach
open.
Werenski. I forget. It was McCarr back, right?
Yep.
Zach
Yeah,
Werenski
McKinnon-
just bodies him
Yeah.
too. By the way, he just
McKinnon. Yeah.
It almost looked like a cross check, just like get the fuck
Mhm.
away from me, and then he passes it over to
Yep.
Jack Hughes.
Sorry,
Jack Hughes.
McKinnon was trying to retrieve the puck that play. Yeah, and he was hesitating
Yep.
there, but then yeah.
Anyway, Jack Hughes. The
Oh,
golden
we are
goal.
awful.
Mm-hmm.
The golden goal for US to win our first gold medal in 46 years since the Miracle on Ice on the day.
Mm-hmm.
February 22nd, 46 years ago on that day, we won Miracle on Ice. Coincidence? I think not. Holy
5-hole,
sh-
far
five-
side post, rock star shit.
Mm-hmm. Catch and
Absolutely
release.
disgusting.
Probably
So smooth that I watched it happen and it did not register to me.
It didn't
that
register to
went
me
in.
too.
I
I thought it
there
was
was
an
about
errant
5-10
shot.
seconds where I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no.
I've never screamed more in my life. There's two times I've screamed more, or two times I've screamed more in my entire life. Patrick Kane scoring the goal to pretty much keep our playoff hopes alive versus Columbus in the 23-24 season, and this gold medal game. I was screaming. There were so many F-bombs dropped.
I was screaming
see-
like that with the Raymond goal in Montreal.
See, it was a polar opposite with me because I was just awestruck. I just could not believe this happened. It was. You could hear a pin drop in our living room. We're both standing there just staring at the TV,
I probably woke up the neighborhood at that point
Mm.
with how much I was screaming. But what a win! And I will say this: Canada, one hell of a game, and arguably one of the best games I've ever watched in my entire lifetime for hockey. Best on best hockey, but just hockey in general. Props to Canada. But let's fucking go, US. Holy shit. The monkey's
That is
off the back.
Yeah.
That is a definition of getting goalied. Canada brought their A game. They brought everything they had, and they just could not get it
We were just
past Connor Hellebuck.
we were severely outchanced all game.
Outshot,
I was,
outplayed.
I was just frustrated all game. Yeah.
The expected goals for per team, Canada, I believe it was 5. It was like 5.02 or something like that.
US was
Like
low.
2.
Yeah,
I think.
2.
Yeah.
2.01
it was bad. However,
goalied.
I was gonna say, when you run into a hot goalie, anything can happen. Connor Hellebuck was arguably the MVP of that game, along with Jack Hughes. Obviously, golden goal can't take the United States of America.
I'd honestly argue that he was MVP the whole tournament for us.
And-
Hellebuck was solid the whole
Yeah.
tournament, in my opinion.
Also,
Was
the
it like
net-
a 947 save percentage?
yeah, he
Something like
just
that?
insane. But we finally get that monkey off the back. In my opinion, for U.S. sports, this has to be top 3 all time.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Easily.
It's-
Miracle on Ice and this, and then I forgot the other one, but it was during the Nazi Germany when
Jesse Owens.
Yep, Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens.
Yep.
Jesse Owens.
That's number one,
Mhm.
and then Miracle on Ice 2. This is 3.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is number 3. Nothing beats hockey with how the pacing and whatnot. Absolute cinema. Once again, Canada put up one hell of a fight. But holy shit, was I so excited to win this, and like the reactions for like just seeing all the reactions, like the people in the bars going crazy, like it makes you feel like so happy and so excited just to watch hockey. And
It was incredible.
Mhm.
Just
Like-
just the fanfare afterwards. Just I don't know. It was just the 2 hours afterwards. Just watching all the reactions and everything. It was just,
all the
I had
posts on
goosebumps.
social
Yeah.
media.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I've
Everyone
never.
reacting to it.
This is literal history. Like I've never witnessed anything
Nope.
like this.
This
in
is
my
history
life.
for
literally.
most of us. I wasn't even born.
This is
Mhm.
our miracle on ice.
It is
as
our
cheesy
Miracle
as
on
it
Ice.
sounds.
Mhm.
It is.
It's
I mean,
insane.
just think about it.
The
Like,
Four Nations was a taste.
yeah.
Yeah. And I know for a fact Mike Sullivan didn't go in there and have a Herb Brooks monologue, which
No.
sucks.
Mhm.
Man.
But man,
Well, if we're talking about
What a-
tear jerkers, the Johnny
yeah.
Gaudreau jersey
Oh,
and
Mhm.
there you go.
bringing his kids out, how can you not cry? It's that I cried.
That was heart wrenching.
That was-
like it was also heartwarming
Yeah,
as well.
it was
to see his-
heartwarming.
I'm
just let his kids be out there as well. Like
I'm man enough to admit that I bawled the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's no
I
way you
cried.
couldn't. If you're
I
a
cried.
human, yeah, it was to do that not only for him, but to bring his kids out there and
Yeah.
to show like,
Yeah.
hey, he lives on through his kids and his family. That that means the absolute world.
mhm.
So
What broke my heart the most was I saw apparently he was training that off season with his dad, like
yeah, he
going
said,
out
"Dad,
to
I
the
want to
rings.
make the
Hard.
Olympics."
Mhm.
Hard.
And I had a feeling he was gonna have a huge comeback year that year.
He
but,
was, especially with Monahan
what
signing
could
in
have been.
Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really heart wrenching. What
It was-
yeah.
It
he
really
would have
is.
been on this roster in one way or another.
Easily, yeah.
He would. It doesn't matter if it was first line, fourth line. He would have been on there. So.
Mhm.
It is really unfortunate, but I'm glad that they got it done, not only for U.S. hockey in general, but for Johnny as well, because that Johnny hockey. When you think American hockey, you think Johnny hockey.
Johnny Gaudreau.
Mhm.
Johnny Gaudreau, go Johnny, go! But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then the boys proceed to party. Storybook ended. They
Nothing-
party for 2 days,
Yeah.
and they're hungover as shit.
Just watching Jack Hughes try to do interviews, missing like 3.5 of his front teeth,
Yeah.
trying to watch him like enunciate stuff it's
Dude,
probably
he's-
the most patriotic thing I've ever seen because it's rock star shit.
I don't know if you
Take a
guys
drink
remember.
every time I say rock star shit.
His mouth
but
has to hurt too. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Oh,
it's
dude,
the
He hasn't
gotten it
sensitivity,
fixed
yeah.
had to
but-
hurt.
Mhm.
No,
The sensitivity, yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say is I forgot what I was gonna say, but he looks like Bertuzzi with his missing teeth. A
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
Yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
He looks like Bertuzzi. I can't get that out of my head. He looks like Bertuzzi.
Quinn Hughes also looked faded in those interviews, like
Like
the beard.
there was
yeah.
about 5 minutes where it looked like the ghosts were gone, and they were just back again. And he was just
the after
absolutely
interview
plastered.
with the party.
Mhm.
I'd like to thank our troops for allowing us to play this game.
Can I get one more? Please?
But the interview where Larkin bombed it too is like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background.
Mhm.
He was he
shut
was
up,
so
Puerto Rico.
go. Let's go.
FaceTime.
You know they were
go.
trying to get them off before they like start cursing on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And his
like that
FaceTime
man.
as well.
I put it out there into the ether. I'm pretty sure it's on a Red Wings coverage post. That man has not been so. Obviously, he is now because he was practicing with the team. But that man has not been sober since Sunday afternoon.
hmm
That man. And
But-
you know what? He's a fucking animal. Oh my god, is he a party animal? That
Oh,
was
he-
crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot wait to see a post Stanley Cup Dylan Larkin.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
That's going to
We
feed
have to
families.
see that. Come on.
We need to see
We
that.
need it. Hmm.
Amen. But they haven't been sober for a while, but obviously everybody's getting back. But moving on from the Olympics, talking back to Red Wings hockey. We're back, boys. Excited but nervous. We have 8 days till the trade deadline, but or less, depending on whenever this episode gets out.
Joy.
Yeah, enjoy. Cheers.
Joy.
Tough schedule, too.
Yeah. How? That's
We
That's
don't
my
have
thing.
as many back-to-backs now.
yeah.
I think
We have
thank
one
God.
back-to-back.
Thank
More
God,
other
yeah.
teams have more back-to-backs, which might help us in the end. I will say, I'm not worried about the scheduling because good teams win hockey games, but also we've proven that we can win these type of games. My concern is, are we going to make moves at the deadline? I think the answer is yes.
Please.
However, what names do you guys want to go after? I think we talked about it last episode. It never got out there, but the big names right now, from what I'm seeing that the Wings are on: Robert Thomas, Elias Pettersson, Mackenzie Weegar,
Vincent Trocheck.
Vincent Trocheck too.
Mm-hmm. I guess
As of right
Risto-
now, yeah, Ristolainen too. As of right now, Timo Meyer is been healthy scratch due to trade related
Timo Meyer?
What?
When?
What?
It was earlier today. It's like 9:00. It was
No
around like
way.
7.
Was
I
this?
did
It
not
was
know
in the
that.
group. It was in the group chat. And
Timo Meyer? Or you mean Myers?
No.
Tyler Myers?
Tyler
Timo
Myers?
Or Tyler Meyer.
Ty-
Tyler
Yeah.
I'm like,
Meyer.
what?
Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Timo Meyer? I'm sorry, Tyler Meyer.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say. I'm like,
Myers.
what? I'm like,
Yeah.
And-
we're talking about.
They just traded
Yeah.
for him like a couple years ago.
And
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Mhm.
And I know we're looking for a defender, like a big defender, a minute-eating defender. I'm afraid. Iserman, please, for the love of God, please do not be doing this.
Yeah, I really hope it's not. But
LeBron, we're good. We're good.
Yes.
honestly, the best case scenario, I mean, it depends what you have to give up, but I would love Robert Thomas. I think everybody would love Robert Thomas, contract wise, age wise, he fits the timeline. If we're going after guys that are impactful, I would love Vincent Trocheck. I think he had a really good showing at the Olympics, and for me personally, if we're looking at defensemen, I wouldn't mind Ristolainen, but my main target would be Justin Falk. I think I would love Justin Falk.
No,
Mine would be Weegar, in my
not,
opinion.
not Justin Falk. It's got to be Robert Thomas and Justin Falk. We got to go all in on Robert
Yeah.
Thomas and then throw in a fifth for Justin Falk and just throw him on the plane for us, please. I'll take my money right now.
It's tough because I think a lot of these asking prices are high for a lot of players now, because it is a buyer's market this year for sure.
The
Especially
asking
Yeah.
price for Justin Falk is astronomical.
yeah, they want a
Noah
Rasmus
Hannafin.
Anderson. Yeah,
They want Noah Hannafin-esque numbers, and I'm like, I just
yeah.
don't know.
Hey LeBron, we good, bro. We good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, we don't have to make a big, like a huge move or whatever. I don't feel like we're at that stage yet. But like, if it's with like Robert Thomas, or if he's on the table, then I'll definitely go over that. And I guess I saw Jason Robertson, but I feel like that's more of an off-season thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And to clarify what we're talking about is a report came out today that Detroit is really heavily interested in if Jason Robertson gets to free agency, there is a big likelihood that he'll go to Detroit. So
I mean, I feel like we need another scoring winger. So
and
Yeah.
he fits age wise too.
I don't
He
think
played-
Robert Thomas.
sorry,
going.
he played for Little Caesars as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. I don't think Robert Thomas gets traded during the season because obviously Dallas is going to need him to make a run. They need him. They can't just.
You mean
not.
Jason Robertson?
Yeah.
You said Robert
what did
Thomas.
I say? Holy shit! Yeah, I mean Jason Robertson. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
But yeah,
you're
Dallas is obviously they're not going to trade him because they need him to make a run,
Especially
You
with the
can't
injuries
just-
that they have with Rantanen.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. But I could totally see that being an off-season addition, or like you said, if he gets to free agency, I could see Detroit 100% being one of the top suitors for him. Just back the Brinks truck up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And Oh, sorry. Just based on the Olympics, also, I feel like I like Trocheck more. He's a little bit, I guess, kind of that cop type player, but like I think a little more offensive upside as
And we
well.
were really looking at him before
Yeah.
Cop 2, and Rangers snagged him up. So I think he
Mhm.
also fits that timeline of, Larkin and DeBrincat, like
Mhm.
the Wingfield podcast was talking about, is there's
He
kind of
has
like,
term.
that's another
He
big thing.
does? Oh,
Yeah,
They're
he has
looking
a
for
lot
guys
of
with term.
Yeah,
And I think
I didn't.
Ristolainen has term too, and he had a really good
Yeah.
showing at the Olympics too. So I think that kind of helps his trade value as well too. But I think it all depends because
Mhm.
like I said, it's a buyer's market. Teams are going to
Mhm.
jack up these prices like crazy.
That really sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only concern. But
Mhm.
yeah, honestly, like best case scenario, Robert Thomas. Like if
what if you do a package deal for Vincent Trocheck and Braden Schneider from the New York Rangers? No.
I don't know about
Okay.
Schneider.
All right. Fine.
Maybe I don't.
it all well. Here's my thing. What are you giving up? Because obviously someone's
I
going
don't know.
back. Well,
I don't know. I'm
it
asking
would
you.
definitely have to be picks and prospects. I
Mhm.
don't think it'd be roster players going back. But if there
No.
was a roster player, if they're really trying to retool JT Comfort,
Travis Hamonic.
Oh yeah, let's give him. Yeah. Let's let's hope the Rangers get McKenna. How about that?
hell no.
Dude,
Well,
big
yeah,
dog
obviously I don't
McKenna.
want. Mhm.
Well, here's the thing: is he even first overall at this point? I feel like he's kind of boosted his stock, but like,
Personally,
hey,
like
Personally,
points
yeah.
wise, yes.
Mhm.
But okay, context. He did some really stupid
we need
shit.
a little
Mhm.
context here.
Oh yeah.
He did some very questionable things off the ice.
Questionable.
Mhm.
Well, he Conor McGregor'd someone.
Mhm. Well, personally, right now I have Stenberg one, but
I was gonna say Stenberg's
I'd
still
say-
number one in my book
McKenna's been pushing it though lately. Like
with his
he's at
points
40
and
43 points now, but I mean, he did stat
Kid had-
against Ohio State, but like
Mhm.
the skill's
Kid had
definitely
8
there.
points in a game.
Yeah,
One
it's
goal.
ridiculous.
And he hit
7
the McGregor
assists,
celly.
And then Connor
Mhm.
McGregor.
I think his shooting percentage went up as well.
yeah. So he's
Yeah.
slowly adjusting.
You
which
also
is
gotta most of his points have been on the power play too, so
Mhm.
that's just a little bit of a red flag for me.
You got
Right
that
now.
post bar fight boost.
Uh,
Yeah, is draft stock went from first overall to like 7th round, and then back to like first overall
Exactly,
in like
yeah.
20 minutes.
mhm.
It was literally like, oh no, he assaulted someone. They talk shit about his mom. Okay,
I
good for
mean,
him.
I really
Pops
hope
out
that's
for 8
true.
points.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh,
true,
and then
'cause
they
the
dropped
charges
the
got dropped,
charges.
yep.
Okay, yeah.
because definitely you gotta step up for your mom, and you can't
Yeah.
those are just dumb college kids. Like, I mean, I'm a
I don't
college
know,
kid. Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, and if you don't, you're living under a rock. You should know by now. Gavin McKenna, after the outdoor game, got arrested for basically assaulting
Breaking
a
a
dude in
dude.
the bar. He blew his jaw apart, and according to bystanders, and it could all be alleged, but the charges were dropped. So,
Well, one charge, but yeah,
yeah. Well, the big one, I think.
yeah.
Dude was talking shit, kept calling out his mom. So finally, after a while, and it seemed like it was trying to de-escalate it for a while.
So-
After a while,
From what I
Gavin
heard,
McKenna
is
finally popped him in the jaw.
the dude got kicked out of the bar, and then the dude waited outside the bar to heckle him more, and then that was apparently the breaking point. So
Yep.
I was just worried that he was drinking underage and he was told to leave but didn't want to leave, and then
he was with
assaulted
he was
somebody.
with parentals, so
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
All right, well that's good. Well, I mean, obviously it's a bad situation, but it could have been worse. I
Right.
guess.
But
Steve Eiserman should draft this man.
imagine he drops
I
his
mean-
I'm just saying.
I will say Brian Burke would definitely draft McKenna after that story.
Oh yeah.
I
the
mean,
bar fight.
he
Welcome
got
to Vancouver,
Bieksa.
buddy.
Yeah, or
I
he
could just imagine. I could just
was that
imagine.
Bieksa
It
thing?
was
Yeah.
Bieksa. It was Bieksa.
Against
Yeah.
Fedorov.
Fedotov.
Fedorov's
Fedorov's brother. Yeah.
Yep.
Fedorov's
So-
brother.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
his name, right? Federer.
Yeah.
It was with Vancouver or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, but I mean, going back to the Wings, I think like you're really hoping that they do add. I think
Mm-hmm.
they have to. It needs to happen. We're 8 days away. I think something happens here in the next 8 days or whenever this gets out. I think something hopefully happens at this point. But I mean, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, it has to be like Vincent Trocheck. I know we're looking for a defenseman, but I think we definitely need that top six. I think we
Yeah.
need to get the offense going, and I think
I think offense is more of a
concern.
important concern.
I will
than
say
defense
before the
right
break.
now.
Yeah, especially before the break. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I don't know
not
what
to
the hell
mention,
was going
I think
on.
Edvinson
Well,
being hurt
Edvinson's
definitely.
back now.
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah.
back, so
Thank-
that's great.
Thank God, by the
Yeah.
way.
But I was gonna say is it was definitely concerning when he was hurt. It's like, oh, yeah, we might need that defenseman, but rest does helps a lot of players, and I'm really hoping that guys pick up where they left off. And from what I've seen and what I've heard from like the interviews, like for like the practices and whatnot that these guys are having, they're coming back hungry. They're coming back ready to play. Obviously, you got a little bit motivated you got a motivated Lucas Raymond and Mo Sider coming back from the Olympics, and then you got Dylan Larkin, who's quote unquote
Hammered.
high as a kite, hung over his shit.
Mhm.
He's going to be looking to build off that momentum from the Olympics and really be a high impact. So I'm really excited to see kind of what happens. I love. There's a quote that McClellan had in an interview today. He's like, "I'm tired of hearing about March. Like what happened 2 years ago
Yeah,
wasn't
same.
Yeah.
wasn't on these. I wasn't. Obviously, he said he wasn't there, but it wasn't on a lot of those players. Last year was on some of these players, but at the same time, like from where they were, where they had to dig out the hole last year, they had to dig out of a massive hole. They weren't going to ever climb back out of it, but this year, different stories. Like we're focused on the now, and we're focused on every game until that finish line, and we're not going to give up till. And that's a great sign of a great head coach. And I also love how he's not afraid to speak his mind on interviews. He will give you a straightforward answer. He won't go around it. He will give you the straightest forward answer known to man, and I love that about him too. Is he's not afraid to answer those hard questions. Even though he might sound like a hard ass, but he means it. He means it with heart.
He doesn't even sound like a hard ass. He just seems like a coach that just wants to win, and I don't know.
Evident.
It just seems like it's such a fresh, and I sound like a broken record. It sounds like it's such a breath of fresh air compared to Blashill and Lalonde.
Ugh.
Where,
Don't get me started
where
on
it's
one.
just like, we're
Well,
gonna, yeah.
we could have been better on this, and the players are doing
Well,
great.
we tried what we could, and it just didn't work out.
Mhm.
Well, what the
I
fuck
like
does that
how-
mean?
Yeah, I just like how McClellan's, he holds players accountable in the right way.
Absolutely.
But definitely
Dog shit. You're benched.
Mhm.
You can't skate. You can't. Wait.
But just shows
You
how
can't
he-
shoot. You can't
Yeah.
score, and he's so fucking ugly. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
It just shows how he's able to kind of uplift the players too. Like
Yeah.
obviously Larkin,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the year he called out the captains, and
Like,
now I feel like
when's it our time?
yeah.
I think that
And
stuck
he's-
with them.
And I like that he's confident with the younger guys too. Like
Yeah.
Casper's still in the lineup. Casper's doing better, and I expect he's going to turn on. He's going to be like Joe Valeno. He's a second half of the year kind of player. When Joe Valeno
Apparently he's on the
wasn't
first
washed.
line during practice.
I don't know what's going on over in
I would
Montreal.
like that.
Joe Valeno. I'm sorry.
Joe Valeno, yeah.
What?
Joe Valeno was on the first line in practice in Montreal.
And fucking
I'm
Patrick
not kidding.
Laine's on
Oh,
defense.
Casper
Patrick Laine was
too.
on defense.
Oh yeah.
Fortnite man.
Valeno was on their I think first power play if I wasn't mistaken. I think this was earlier in the season though.
Martin St. Louis is on that good garbanzo bean shit.
He's experimenting.
Yeah, well, they're trying to
We'll
trade
see.
Patrick
400
Laine
pounds.
for whatever they can.
Mhm.
Fucking V-Buck gift card at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news: Montreal trades Patrick Laine to the LA
For
Kings
default skin B.
for default skin B and $50 $50 worth of V-Bucks gift card.
and a John Wick skin.
Oh my God.
I was hoping this would be Line's year.
Yeah. I
Just-
think he's washed at this point. I hate saying it, but
I don't know if he's washed, but like you scored 50 goals. You can't.
Maybe
I
get
don't
off the
know.
goddamn video games, Patrick.
Well, or stop getting fucking hurt.
That too.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
I think John Tortorella really fucked him up.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was not great for him. But anything else anybody
saw
wants to
John
add?
Tortor-
or-
I saw John Tortorella in the pic for the U.S.
Oh,
Olympics.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you here? What are you doing?
Gold medalist gold medalist
John
head coach
Tortorella.
John Tortorella.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Anything else, guys, or are we pretty?
I mean, I'm just excited to see the Wings get
Yeah.
back at it, and hopefully we make a move at the deadline, and let's make that push because this is a big month ahead.
Amen to that.
Big couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anyway, thank
I'm
you guys for
scared.
watching. I'm Keegan, joined by Zach and Hunter. Thank you guys for watching the Hockey in the 313 podcast. And above all, let's go Red Wings, guys. And above all, play Freebird. Let's go
Mhm.
US.
USA.
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 USA.